I think it's pretty safe to say that the partnership formed just a few weeks ago by the Street Profits and the almighty Bobby Lashley on SmackDown has everyone and their mother excited for what's to come for this brand new stable. It has yet to be named, but for now we're calling it, or at least I'm calling it, simply because Bobby Lashley used to lead this stable. We're calling it the Hurt Business 2.0 or 3.0, whatever you want to call it. But basically, it's a brand new stable, and last week on SmackDown, they confronted the brand new, undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions in the Judgment Day and Dirty Dom Mysterio. 3-on-3, and that got people riled up. That got people excited for what's to come. And no, we're not going to get Trios Championships in WWE. But basically what I'm trying to say here is this brand new stable, this brand new group is very important that it doesn't go the way that the Hurt Business went. Because even though the first version of the Hurt Business had incredible talent and had so much potential, and they just did not know what to do with them and how to use them, right? And they kept just butchering everything about it, pretty much. Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin, fantastic stars. They should have been multiple-time tag team champions. MVP, the mouthpiece of the group, no doubt one of the best mic workers on TV, if you ask anyone right now on WWE. And then you should have had Bobby Lashley go after the world title, be in the actual main event, which is what they should do now that they are on SmackDown. Which is a little bit tricky because Roman Reigns doesn't always show up, but in the grand scheme of things, the whole point of creating stables or groups in professional wrestling is to have them dominate. It's to have them pull their own weight and really, really strike fear in everybody on the roster should fear this brand new group. If you're going to have a stable, that's the whole point of having stables. There's a reason why the Judgment Day is where they're at right now, but when they started almost over a year ago, people were kind of so-and-so with the group. They didn't really care because nothing was going on with them. It was just a group of people that were put together that weren't really winning matches, that weren't going after the brass ring. They weren't targeting the top guys on their divisions, and that's not the point of creating groups. So if you're going to create a group, if you want that stable to be successful, like the Four Horsemen, like Evolution, NWO, DX, all these amazing career-defining stables, you got to go all the way with them. You got to be willing to push them to the forefront, much like WWE did with the Bloodline in the past 3 years. And that's the biggest factor as to what should be different with this group that they're forming with Lashley and the Street Profits compared to the Hurt Business in the past. Now, the issue here is the Judgment Day just became tag team champions. They literally just beat Zayn and Owens for the tag titles. And even though they're heels, and they could definitely drop those titles as soon as possible, I doubt WWE wants to pull that trigger this damn soon. Especially with the fact that now Judgment Day gets to be on both shows. And effectively, they replaced the Bloodline storyline on both shows for the time being. At least until we get into WrestleMania season again. So, overall, this group really drastically needs the Profits to go after the tag team titles and win the tag team titles. And it drastically needs Bobby Lashley to target not the United States champion like he used to do with the Hurt Business back in the day. Back in the day, it was 2 years ago. No, don't target Rey Mysterio or LA Knight, or Austin Theory or Grayson Waller or whoever wins that championship over there. No, Lashley is a main event star, and frankly, he's one of the very few superstars currently on the SmackDown roster and currently on the main roster, whether it be Raw or SmackDown, that Roman Reigns hasn't defeated in his legendary current run as Universal Champion. So, if WWE plays their cards right, if creative hits the right notes, and if they're not afraid to actually risk the Bloodline storyline right now and risk what they're trying to build with the Judgment Day right now, they might be able to pull this stable off. But again, we know how WWE likes to play it. They like to play it safe. They did it with the Bloodline for 3+ years, and that thing is barely starting to crumble. Judgment Day is barely getting on the rise, and I know I predicted Finn Balor and Damian Priest were about to have inner turmoil and so much tension, and that was going to lead to the breakup of the group. That might come sooner rather than later down the line, but not anytime soon, especially until Damian Priest gets rid of that Money in the Bank briefcase. But again, if you're going to create a group, if you're going to give a guy like Lashley 2 fantastic talents in the Street Profits, you got to be willing to go all in, and you got to make him a force to be reckoned with. And for all we know, that might start tonight on SmackDown. And again, the WWE way of things. Slow burn, take it nice and easy. Let's go. Let's see how the fans react. Let's see how the fans gain interest in this brand new group. They did that with Chad Gable. They're doing it with LA Knight. Yeah, that's just how things work in WWE. But overall, the end goal should always be this stable cannot be Hurt Business 2.0. So with that said, what are your thoughts on the partnership formed by Lashley and the Street Profits? Currently, as babyfaces, they don't seem like they're going to be turning heel anytime soon since they are targeting the Judgment Day. Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions on the comments section below. In the meantime, tune in later on tonight to Fox for another episode of SmackDown, and tune in to TNT for another episode of Rampage. In the meantime, enjoy your weekend. I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.